Hello, hello, what is up everyone? This is Big Zest here, back with another video. We are returning back to Once Human, as the title states. It's going to be part 8 of my series, I believe. I do have other parts of me playing on either the winter scenario. I probably should add Manibus to the end of this. But this is my somewhat main character, which we've been following along with the original Return to Once Human video, and we're going to continue where we left off. I took a little break from this particular character and been playing on my winter scenario character, my second character. So let's get right back to it. I believe we need to still do just a couple of strongholds in the tier 4 area. So I think that's this one, and then the boss. Yeah. Or maybe there's another one over here. Yeah, there's another one over here. Yeah, there's another one over here. Okay. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be attacking strongholds again. What tier is my gear? I kind of forgot. Okay, I got tier 4 gear. Cool. So it's all good. I'm going to go ahead and get on that here. The Way of Winter scenario is a lot more brutal because of the weather conditions that you have to be mindful of. Get this here. I'm not going to use it. It's just side quest. I don't know if I showcased this armor set last time that I was actually on live, but this armor set that I have on right now is the Bastille set. I want to change. That's fine, that's fine. We can change this and put that on. Yeah, I like this set, especially with that one cradle perk that gives you a little bit of extra health. You see that little bar that just showed up above my health bar? So that just gives me a little bit of extra health. Over shield. And then when I crouch, I also get an extra overshield due to the Bastille set. But it only works when you're actually in the Bastille state. And you enter the Bastille state by crouching and not moving. It has to be those two things. You have to be crouched and not moving. So I can crouch, but because I'm moving, it's not going to do anything. And I can always replenish my overshield really quick by just summoning my Deviant, you know, quickly and desummoning it, so I don't waste it. But in the very bottom left, there's numbers that are going up. So every couple seconds that I'm not in the what's it called, Bastille state, I'm gathering shield stacks. Ow, what was that? Oh, bear trap. Let me see here. I do have the Equinox. Good. that's good. We need a balance. There we go. And this, that's fine. What's this? That's good. Sorry, I'm just going through all of this and trying to figure out what I did. Crit and weak spot. Let's just do this one. And for this, we are going to do health if we have it. Yeah, that one's good. We're also going to do health. And this one, we're going to keep that, but we're going to swap the boots to leather. And let's see. One other thing I forgot. I need to make sure that this is set to that. Okay. Now we can save it. All right. Weapon crate. I say this one is my main character, because this one's named Big Zess, but a funny story. When I first started playing, nice. When I first started playing Once Human, a really long time ago, I kind of thought that I made a mistake with how I pretty much started. And so what I did is I made a second character, and then I just played the second character most of the time. I always came back to this one, and so I kind of played both characters almost equally, but I do think my second character, to some extent, is a bit more equipped. But they have changed things since I've been gone. It's the name returning to Once Human. I've been gone for... it's been months. I think... I probably said it in another video where I kind of left once Way of Winter released, and I successfully went through it on both characters. I took a very, very long break, and so I just started to come back, well, since that very first video dropped of Return to Once Human, like my first time being back. So it's been a very long time. And the changes that they have done to kind of merge your characters in a way where you share your inventories and you share your cosmetics and all other kinds of stuff now. It's a whole lot better. So I don't have to worry about, for example, having different Starcrom pools. All the blueprints are all the same. There's just so many changes that happened. Let's see. It may be in there. Crate. Or mystical crate. Okay, so the anchor, I think, is it's a bit further north. There we go. Truth be told, I don't want to spend too much time and resources on tier 4. Because tier 5 is pretty much where it's at. I'm already level 40, so I can honestly start crafting tier 5 gear immediately. I don't know if I have a advanced workbench yet. Didn't check before I left. My biggest hurdle is going to be having enough energy links to craft everything, which I might. However, we do have precious metal refining, so while we are on our way to find any gold or silver nodes, I'm just going to go ahead and mine them so that way I can later on make the gold and silver bars so that way I can have enough energy links for everything that we need to do later. Okay. So, let's do this guy here next. I don't know what I was trying to do there. Okay, so let's do this guy next.
Someone getting tired of living?
Did you hear that?
Okay, let's see what's down here.
Come on, guys! I gotta reload! Wanna run?
The main reason why this build that I'm using is so good, at least in my opinion, the sustain with it, meaning just how much healing you get and how much overshield and all this stuff that you get is fantastic. And I'm just gonna be honest, as far as the meta when it comes to this game, I like all the really, really high DPS and top damage builds and all that stuff. I'm way far behind. Like, way far behind when it comes to all that stuff. And I'm pretty sure there's another build out there that probably has even better sustain than this. However, my philosophy at the moment, until I actually, I guess, start to invest in some really good DPS builds, is just if I become as hard to kill as possible, pretty much, if I just can't die, then that's better than doing a bunch of damage. You know, I will kill you eventually. It will take a while, but as long as they can't really kill me, I'll be alright. So, there's definitely pretty resources. Deal with it this way. Especially for the AR, just choose through ammo. Oh, there you are. Can't shoot through that. That's the main thing I hate about this green, you know, Fortress Warfare thingy. When it goes off, it blocks my shot. It blocks my sight picture. How about you just eat a grenade then? When it comes to this stronghold, I really have no clue where the mystical crate is and everything. I'm just kind of winging it. These tier 4 areas are just a blur. So I'm trying to remember some things. Tier 4 areas are just places where you don't really want to spend too much time at because you want to get to level 5, or tier 5 rather, as soon as possible, especially once you level-wise get there. There's plenty of guides out that you can look at, like, hey, this is where the mystical crate is, these are where the weapon crates are, blah, blah, blah. You can do all that if you want to. Save time. So, okay, that's promising. Maybe rethink my time. Yeah, and that little thing over there. Stalker mod is just so good. Don't have to reload. Okay, what's in that? But I still need weapon and gear crates. There it is. It's down there. So let's. Okay. Is this where you get the Panther? It sure is. Where you get the Panther. Best sniper in the game. In my opinion. Okay, kill yourself. It's fine with me.
Someone get inside.
When they get staggered, it's just annoying because then they move their head. Stop moving around. Okay. So, I need one more weapon or gear crate. And then I can move on. Let me go ahead and get this because I'm already here. Alright. Maybe there's one in there.
Tired of living.
Yeah, I doubt it, but we'll find out. Yeah, it's just a regular crate. Alright. What about over there? I'm not getting anything from space-time. It'll be inside here.
No more.
Burst firing seems to be alright. Okay. Elusive. Down in there. Wasn't I just here? I was just here, I think. Maybe there is something over there. Is there something in there?
I'm gonna blow you sky high! Someone getting tired of living?
Shooting his explosives on his waist actually is his weak spot more than his head is. For those particular enemies. Now let's go. Maybe there is something in here. So this is a refinery. There could be something up there. Do I have spring legs? I do, but just one. And there we go. Found it. Perfect. Next. Those are level 45 places. I missed a teleportation tower. We'll have to fix that. And then we'll come back down to that place. Off path here. Hopefully, we get to teleportation tower quicker. This way. Should. Looks like a straight shot. Really? Okay. Okay, now that we got that, we got a couple of side quests that we need to attend to. Let's get that one. We'll get this one while we're here. We'll get that one, that one, that one. And yeah. And then we can go back home, make sure that we're actually prepared for the boss, and then take on the boss. Alright, so let's use a mustache. I think I just completed what's it called? Commission. Nice. I will do that once I get back to base. The rest of those two. Okay. Now we gotta go up there. No. In this game, you can climb pretty much anything if you spam the jump button enough. But I don't think I'm going to be very successful because I took spring legs, and spring legs burns my stamina like that. We did it. Should be one. Yeah. Yeah. I've learned that we don't necessarily have to have the tools on the toolbar anymore for them to work. You used to have to. Now you just have to have them in your inventory. I should still. I can still use it, even though it's not on my toolbar. Let's try to go where the rift anchor is and see if there's anything over there. At least another weapon crate or something. I think I'm remembering this one now. Yeah, so this is, it's kind of like a museum, and I think in the, like a special room back there, or down there somewhere, the mystical crate is like hidden. And there's another weapon crate in there somewhere. So we just have to, there should be a broken part of the glass. Oh, there it is. Okay, and we need to take the elevator. Okay. Are we on second floor? No. Hello. Press the button. Well, while I'm here, might as well get this. Now let's go up. Now we're going up. Okay. And in here should be the Morphic crate. I just gotta open this up. There it is. Okay, stun baton. So let's get this side quest. this way. Someone else is here. Now that the alarm is raised, all the doors close, and I have to go out from Tom. Annoying. Okay. Elevator is going to take me where I kind of think I just was when I started this whole thing. Yep, back in these hallways. We are out of here now. So, now, knees. No more bandages. Maybe I have them in the front. Nope. Or maybe I was just legally blind. Nope. Okay. Let's get this one, then that one, then that one. Go home. Left the boss. Boss. not do that much damage. But they sure can't kill me. That's for sure. They can't kill me. I heal too much. So that's the motto. I don't know if it's going to work on the boss though. We'll find out. Where's my base? There it is. Getting close to low capacity. Done. This next one. I think that's all. Let's go back home. I'll take a little break here for a second. Alright, thank y'all for your patience. Let's assemble everything. Put everything where it needs to go. These will go in here. Ingredients go in there. We will deal with that later. There is some food that I want to put in here. This whole interface is just annoyingly complicated. Why do I have to scroll through literally every and anything? The way that it used to be was just so much better. You could just put whatever you want. Now you have to scroll through this whole thing. Is there anything else that I can just get rid of? Okay. That I can just get rid of that. Yeah, all of this is going to be food waste soon. Might as well just speed up the process. Saffron I'll hold on to maybe. But all of you can go in here. So you can turn into spoiled food. We are going to get rid of this copper bullets that I'm not going to use. We are going to get rid of these throwables that I'm not going to use. Do I have gas in there? I do have gas in there. And those big boys, they've just been going to work while I've been playing Way of Winter. There's so many wars to go through. But it's all good, because I can really use it for selling to vendors and stuff. Get more energy links that way as well. The steel I definitely need to keep though, because the steel I'm going to definitely need later for Prime Wars, I believe. So while we're talking about that, let's make some more bullets. Bullets in here? I sure do. Oh, that's for something else. Okay, and we need some more pistol bullets for sure. Because I only have like 300. Okay. Oh, one thing that they have never patched. There's this deviation that gives you these all-purpose hands. And these all-purpose hands, what it does is it automatically selects the lowest durability gear that you have on, and it repairs it. So I think the lowest durability gear I have on right now is going to be the assault rifle, right? However, what you can do, because making those repair hands is very expensive. I probably just got those from like opening up a bale or something. So those ones that I have in my inventory right now, I got them for free. But what you could do is you can make these things in Eternal Land. And in Eternal Land, I just did this on my other character that's in the Way of Winter right now. I have a bunch of them crafted using astral sand because I have buku astral sand, right? And you do this, you just use them while you're in Eternal Land. However, you have to make sure that you have the gear equipped that you actually, you know, need and want to use. Right. There we go. And let's see if that will carry over as well. Okay. So now let's leave Eternal Land. And we will see if our gear has been repaired. And yep, everything is 100% repaired now. Because I used like, I don't know how many of those hand thingies. Still got spring legs. So the whims they don't carry over, but the repairs they do. Okay. While I'm in here, I want to upgrade some stuff. We're good on that. What is this? You don't need that. Yeah, we don't need that. Tungsten bullets would be nice, but don't need it at the moment. Perfectly fine with steel at the moment. Brewing barrels, so that way I can make Maltail and all that stuff. That would be nice. This I do need. Advanced generators I do need. Fertilizers we can do later. We can do all that later. Okay, yeah, we can do the rest later. The next tier of upgrades would be nice. Let me see if I can upgrade at least my motorcycle. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we're going to make sure that we have enough of these, which we do. We already have spring legs active. Those we can put away. definitely would like to have more adrenaline shots. Maybe not that many. 10 would be nice. While we're waiting for all that to cook, I'm going to go ahead and make my farm. Probably be better if I can actually stand on top of there. So let's see what's going on. I don't have a ladder. Let's change that. Hold on, I need to do, let's start with this. And let's do this. There we go. So that's up here. Okay. So what I like to do is 9 by 9, and I will show you why in a moment. Please, doggo, don't get in my way. So that's 8. This will be 9. That's why we needed so many spoiled foods, because we're going to be making a lot of these little plots. And all the boiled water as well. So this one we're going to leave empty. And then we're going to go in here. It's starting to look sloppy, but we'll get there. Okay. So we have our 9 by 9 layout. We're going to put you right in the middle. So as you can see, when you have the irrigation thing, I could put even more to fill out the circle, but 9 by 9 is pretty good. It reaches every single one. Okay, and this is before I knew about the 9 by 9 style before you could even see the circle thing. This is new, where you can actually see the area of effectiveness. So for that, hold on, I'm gonna need to put a lot of different things here. Let's put a stone wall. Like such. We should have perfects going all the way around. What's in here? Nothing. So, perfect. We'll put you up top here. And then... this is not where my base is going to stay. But... you can at least start. Tungsten. Make as many as I can, because I'm gonna need it anyway later. And we can stop that for now. We'll just let that cook. And there was something else I was letting cook. Yeah, I was letting this cook over here, making sure I got enough. Okay, bro, I don't need that much ammo. $33K. Is there another ammo box I have over here? Yeah, I'm gonna just name this ammo. Rifle ammo. Okay. Still a lot, but better. Are you... it's made enough. It's made enough so that way we can make our water filter up here. We also need a switch. We're going to put That's way too high. Okay, and we need some water pumps. The other side, just going to go up here, and then this is going to be gravity fed down here, and then oh, we already have buku dirty water, don't we? Yes, we do. So let's move you let's just swap these two. Actually, kind of like the fact that we're going to have a trickle-down effect. Don't really need this anymore. Hold on. I want to get rid of this pipe. Okay, and then you can feed into there, and you can feed into that one. And then this pump can feed into the top of that. So we have space for this to fill up a lot more. That low bearing capacity. Phew. Okay, let's beef it up with some of these. Okay, a little bit better. 66. A little bit better. Alright. Let me go upstairs now and I think seawater's in this one. Don't need that. Yeah, seawater's in that one. Press the power button. Alright. And this one is also there. Can control this. So there'll be yeah, I guess so. I guess we can have this feed into this bucket here. Why not? And then we could have another pump. That then takes water from here and puts it into this guy. Set that to 70. And let's see what we got. What we need to do is we need to inherit all of our seeds from past scenarios. That's what we need to do. That's a lot of saffron seeds. So these, I don't know. So that will be nice for the breeding stuff later, for the breeding fertilizer. That will be nice for some more fertilizer as well. Corn, beets. Yeah, why not? And wheat. There goes all my points. Okay, so contaminated berry seeds. This is pretty much just so that I can, it's another method of passive acid farming, contaminated stuff. You may be asking, why don't I use the planter boxes? Why do I use these instead of the planter boxes? Planter boxes would be faster, blah, 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 blah. Planter boxes take up way more space. You can't, volume-wise, you can't do as many all at once. Alright. I do have a mushroom deviation, and he does pick things up to make things easier, but as far as planting, I like to plant it down myself because I can put it down with the fertilizer that I want, and I can pick things up a lot easier. Again, it doesn't take up that much space. It's just 9x9. Uses one sprinkler, right? And if you really wanted to, you could build this up, right? Where you can have 2-3 stories of 9x9, and that'll be what, 240 something plots. It's really like it's 9x9, but there's one in the middle missing, so it's really 80 plots instead of 81. But the other 2 stories that you would make would be complete 9x9, so like 242 plots. I don't think it's all that necessary to have that many going all at once, but whatever. Teach their own. But yeah, now that that's going, we're just going to wait until this germinates, and we'll be able to cook that up on the I've learned it's not the brewing barrels anymore, but actually the chemistry station, where we get, not this chemistry station. It has to be, let me see, it has to be this chemistry station. So, get rid of that. Really? And that's power. So this should have power. No? Maybe I'm maxed out on power upstairs. That's probably what it is. Yeah, I don't have enough wattage available. So we're going to need the advanced, if we have the resources for it. I need a lot more tungsten ingots, but everything else I have plenty. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make tungsten ingots. Oh, we already made them. They were cooking. Make more. Okay, time to make the large biomass generators. So you get connected to there, you get connected to here, you get connected to here, you get connected to over here. You get connected over here. And then you get connected over. So now we have a lot more capacity. Let's go downstairs. Using the contaminated stuff. This used to be on the barrels. So the barrel, we really don't need it. Personally, I don't like doing acid farms. In particular, the style of acid farm that requires you to be in a polluted zone. I much rather do the acid farm where I literally put a farm on top and have the contaminated stuff. Although the traditional acid farm being in a polluted area would be more effective, this method just allows me to down wherever it is that I want, right? Instead of being kind of restricted to... Oh. I thought I... Yeah, let's put you over here. The rest of these. There we go. You really don't need that many. Two would be fine. Hell, just one would be fine, actually. It's just dirty water. Just one of these would be fine as well. Okay. I think that is all. Okay. So, time to take on the boss. Wow, this stream is going way too long, but we'll get it done. There's 2 rift anchors here. I think there's one rift anchor somewhere over there. Oh, right there. Where's the other one? Okay. Was I literally just standing next to it? I probably was. Listen, y'all, it's well, not late. It's really early, actually. I am being a complete night owl at the moment. So let's get that, and yeah, y'all can see down in the chat, folks saying good morning. It is the morning time. We have been gaming all the way to the morning. It is Memorial Day weekend, so we don't have to go to work today. Whoa, that is closed. I don't know if there's anything over there. There could be, actually, inside of the monolith was probably a gear crate. There's usually a gear crate inside of the monolith. And that's probably what we're going to do. Yeah, one right there. Perfect. Now let's take on the boss. Living armor. Okay. No. I did not bring any bandages with me. I thought that was the whole point of me going home, was making sure I was prepared. You are not gonna. What mouth on the shoulder? There it is. Oh. Nope. Nope. So as you guys can see, like I was mentioning, it takes a bit longer to kill stuff with this build. But again, my healing is just too good. As long as I can't die, we're Gucci. Alright? So, alright. Made it through. Pretty much cleared all of the tier 4 area, and we will be moving to the tier 5 area during the next video. Okay. I might actually have some materials for tier 5 stuff. At least to make the guns. Don't need any of those. Don't need that. Yeah.
Now that we've purified the Nova Lone Wolf, we can build RVs. Just picture it. We can see the sights of Nalcott, cruise anywhere, all without leaving the comforts of home. Now that's done with, let's find Pauline over in Blackfell and see what she needs help with.
Go. We have gas down here, don't we? We do. It's going to take some premium fuel. I think 5 should be enough. There we go. Alright, that is all for this video. We will, as I said before, we will continue on next video with tackling the tier 5 areas. This has been Big Zess, and thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for the next video. If you like this video, leave a comment, share, and like the video. Really helps my channel out. I'm just starting out, really growing. So, thank you guys for watching again. See y'all next time.